Branding is an incredibly powerful tool. It is a representation of an organization without its need for physical presence. A brand is a proxy. A brand desires immediate association with its represented entities. Logo, color, value, and most importantly, brand name.
Is really one of the most ubiquitous and enduring elements in any branding.
These artifacts are heavily funded and invested in because a brand is intangible. You can't keep intellectual property locked away in a safe to prevent unauthorized use of it. The only method of protection is a trademark.
Hear names and we say names while we're in conversations at the dinner table, in a conference room, over a handshake, in a sales pitch. Sometimes we see names brought to life in their full regalia, in the full form of a digital identity at a billboard in Times Square or in Piccadilly Circus.
It's evident that the brand manifests in a multitude of different ways. Living in the digital age we do, brands have achieved greater ubiquity than ever before. However, as a result, access to intellectual property has never been more achievable. A single person can't claim a Coca-Cola billboard as their own, yet the same person can create a Twitter account under the guise of Coca-Cola. Therefore, it's incredibly frustrating for a brand when their trademark name is already taken on social media. This is referred to as username squatting, a derivative of domain squatting, which is a legislated form of cybercrime, in which a trademark name is registered without authorization as a username on a social media platform, often in order to leverage its value and extort the owner of the trademark. Brands must be fully aware of this because username entitlement doesn't fall within the parameters of the trademark. Instagram, like other social media platforms, when it comes to registering a trademark as username, it functions through a first-come, first-served basis. In order to secure a trademark as a username, brands must be quick to act when a new social media platform emerges, which creates issues of resource allocation when there should be a regulatory framework to delegate this responsibility to. Flight Facilities are an Australian electronic music duo that achieved breakthrough success in 2010 with their track Crave You. Their popularity grew almost simultaneously with Instagram's proliferate use as a favoured social media platform. When the boys took to the skies mid-2012 and created an official Flight Facilities Instagram account, they were met at a halt when their trademark brand name had already been taken as a username. With no other option, they settled out of convenience and necessity for its colloquial abbreviation. Full aware of the risk of alienating prospective fans who might not be completely familiar with their pseudonym, the pilots Jimmy and Hugo launched their Instagram account and cultivated their social media presence under this moniker, with @Flight Facilities coexisting in the background. However, Flight Facilities are a trademark company, and the presence of this account is clearly evidence of a trademark infringement, as it is an unauthorized use of a brand name. According to Instagram, trademark infringement is only met when trademark brands are fraudulently represented on social media channels. There is no infringement if the account simply occupies the trademark name. This is why I haven't been caught up in a litigious pursuit by gluten-free food manufacturer celiacs. However, this doesn't necessarily provide justice to the brands, public figures, and organizations that have earned the inherent equity and value of their name. It's only provided a loophole for username squatters to extort brand owners, whilst their social media activity remains superficially innocuous microblogging. If extortion isn't the name, self-gratification could fuel their pursuit through capitalizing on the existing popularity of their name in order to attract a large traffic of followers. In the instance that the trademark is already taken as a username, Instagram recommends choosing closely related alternatives. It might not make a difference to the flow of follower traffic to include underscores, an alphanumeric iteration, or a close abbreviation. However, this additional Flight Facilities account still exists despite yielding elements of their brand identity. Doesn't this conflict with what Instagram constitutes as trademark infringement on social media? Well, this is because it functions as a holding account for Flight Facilities. The username was previously used by another account. Eventually, it was abandoned, allegedly due to the popularity of the official Flight Facilities account. Flight Facilities were then able to retrieve the squatted username and re-register it under an additional account, which now functions as a holding page, in order to redirect traffic back to the official Flight Facilities account and to prevent anyone else from occupying it. To further combat the issue of authenticity, the introduction of the blue check resolves this within the platform. However, it doesn't resolve the issue as a whole. It's merely fixing a tattered shirt with a sewing patch, instead of just buying a new shirt. Although this matter may seem trivial, you have to consider the inherent sentimental value of a name. Yeah, the name Fly Facilities came from like the 1960s or 70s. My grandfather owned a company called Fly Facilities with the same logo and everything. For a brand such as Flight Facilities, they operate within the heavily cutthroat music industry, one that is often hard to make a living of. Whereas larger organisations can often afford to expend redirected follower traffic with their social media presence, for an upcoming band who might not have the following to warrant a blue check or expend followers, the correct name is as crucial as anything. Those 2,000 followers could mean all the difference in the world between sustaining a living from a pursuit of passion or being forced to give it up altogether. People don't purchase Apple Limited products, they buy Apple products. Apple wouldn't harbour the same value it does if the Apple insignia included an underscore or a succession of numbers. A name shouldn't be a representation of the brand, or rather, the presence of a brand.